Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, and if you're new here, hi, how are you? My name is Stephany and I love everything planner related, so I hope that you'll stick around and consider subscribing for weekly videos. But for today's video, I am going to show you what made me fall down the rabbit hole since about a week ago. I cannot stop watching YouTube videos of unboxings and flip throughs or pictures on Instagram. So let's go ahead and show you what I picked up. And let's go ahead and open this one first. And I ended up grabbing this Hobonichi Techo 2022 Cousin Planner. I don't know what it was, but I quickly dove into it and I just had to get it. It was an impulse buy. It wasn't planned. And as you can see, it is now the end of the year and I'm just getting it because this came out of nowhere and I wasn't planning it. And like I said, I did just come across this about a week ago, so I don't know all the technical terms or all the sizes or all of the styles available, so I do apologize for that. But I did want to get on and quickly do a little flip through and first impressions. But I am just beyond excited about this and I cannot wait to see and hopefully dive into it because I've never used a book bound before. Hold on. Okay, so like I was saying, I've never used a book bound before, and I believe the pages are even thinner than what I'm used to, so we'll just have to definitely see about that. So what do we have here? So Life a Book, and this is all in Japanese as well, so of course I don't know what it says, but I think the pages do have numbers, so obviously we can all read numbers. So just a little cartoon, maybe that's kind of cute. So maybe like some information about the different kinds of planners available and stuff like that. And then I also picked up this pencil board. That way I guess it's easier to write on, maybe, since the pages are thinner. So we'll just have to see about that. So first off, I am already loving the simple color and the simplicity of it. This is a whole year and it includes monthly, weekly, and daily pages in just this little thin book. And that is what is so special about this, because this does have Tomoe River paper, which is ultra thin, which then makes it lightweight and easy to carry. But even though it's thin paper, it's actually resistant to ink bleed through. So we'll just have to see about that. So let's see. Let's go ahead and open her up. So we have the Hobonichi Techo 2022 Cousin, and oh my goodness, yes, the paper is really, really thin. That is going to take some getting used to, definitely. So I feel like I just need to be super careful with it. So here we have the yearly overview, and they'll give you 2022, the current year, the past year, 2021, and then the upcoming year, 2023. So that's always helpful for like past reference, current reference, and future reference. And then we have like this, what do they call this? I'm trying to think. Perpetual calendar? Is that what the word I'm thinking of? Because this would be January. Okay, so like you can see, number 1 for January, and it actually says it over here too. And then it'll have it in Japanese as well. So this is just great for tracking at a yearly overview. And so then we get to the monthly pages, and they give you that extra month of the last year. So we have December of 2021 here. And then we go into January of 2022. And as you can see, this is a Monday start, which I love. And then you have Saturday and Sunday together on this side. So that I am already loving. And you actually get all of the monthly pages here at the beginning. And actually that makes so much sense, because if you ever need to reference the next month, instead of going to that tabbed month, you just flip the page and it's like right there. So I actually never thought about that, but that's actually a very, very good idea. And I love that. And I also love that it has grid lines on there. Like, that is a lifesaver, because I cannot write straight to save my life. So that is going to be amazing, and I am already loving that. So we get to December of 2022, and then it'll give you 3 extra months for 2023. So it'll actually give you January, February, and March of 2023. So future planning, if you need it, it's here. And then that'll lead you into the weekly pages. And again, it gives you the week of December. And is that okay? So the last week of December, not the whole month, just the last week of it. And then you'll start diving into each week in January. And again, the monthly, not the monthly, but the weekly pages are all together like this. And doesn't that just make sense? Like, I never thought about this until now, and it just makes sense. That way you're not flipping through it. So if you're planning this week and you already know that something is coming up, you just flip the page and you write it, instead of having to go to the next week in case it's not a weekly planner and you happen to have weekly and daily pages. Because if you have that set up, it'll give you the weekly pages and then you'll have your daily pages after that. So I love this idea. I think it is so neat. And again, we have the grid pages here in the back, so that's going to be helpful. And actually here it'll give you like a hourly type of view, and it's from 5 a.m. to 4 a.m. Like, that's just crazy, right? Like, it'll give you a whole 24 hours. So that's amazing. Of course, I'm not going to need it. And actually, I'm not even going to use it as a hourly schedule. I'm just probably going to write a weekly overview of what is happening that day. Not timely, because I don't really need to schedule my day on a timely manner. So it'll just be like, if I have a bill due, if I need to pick up groceries and it's not time sensitive, I can just write it going down. And I love that idea. So we have all of these weekly pages up here, and let's see where it ends. Okay. So right over here. So yeah, it'll be the last week of 2022. So you don't get those extra pages. Okay, so then here it says turning the page to a new year. And so I'm not sure what I would use this page for. And now that I'm looking at it, I love how it just opens super flat. Like, it's not going anywhere. It's not trying to turn. It is completely flat. I love that. And so once you turn the page, then you get started on your daily pages, which would be the rest of the book. So, like I said, this is a Japanese version, so all of the quotes are going to be Japanese, but we do get the number and the day here. This is just great to like list everything that's going to happen on that month, and then eventually transfer this over to the date. And again, we stick with the grid paper. I love that. We have some time over here. So the way that I think that I'm going to use this as my everyday catch-all, the weekly view will be just a quick rundown, simple, quick, a few stickers here and there. And then on the daily view, I'm just going to list all of my to-dos for the day and check them off as we go. So that's kind of how I'm thinking that I want to use this planner. It just seems perfect, and I am super, super excited. And as you can see right here, we're going to have the month. So this would be May, June, July, and I'm not sure if I want to tab this, so that's what I'm thinking of maybe doing, maybe getting some tabs and tabbing the daily section, but we're just gonna have to wait and see. And so we get over here to December, and then let's see what else we have over here, because there's a few extra pages back here. So that's the end of 2022. A few grid pages blank, and then we have like this timetable. So then we have like this graph paper. Then we have favorites down here, maybe for like a date, and maybe if your favorite movie or your favorite book, your favorite music, your favorite place to eat out, maybe shopping. And I think those are some clapping hands. And then maybe you could even rate it. So that's pretty neat. And then we have my 100 page. And so maybe you could list the 100 books that you read, or 100 restaurants that you visited for the year, or just anything really. And then over here, I am not sure. I see pictures of like birds and nature, plants, fish. So I don't know. And then here, this, of course, I don't know what this says. And then here, it looks like they're showing you some stretching to do. That's interesting. And so here, I'm seeing a lot of food. This, not sure either. And then gifts. Oh, okay. So maybe you could write down who gave it to you, and then maybe you could send out thank you cards or something like that. Just keep track of gifts. So that's pretty neat. And then, I don't know, some years. It has 1912 to 1926, 1926 to 1989. Something to do with the years. That's what I'm gathering. And then this, not quite sure. And then addresses for 8 people. Okay, so I can read that, like an address book or something. And then personal notes. And this is some of their information and where you can find them on the Hobonichi website, some of their social medias. And that is it. We have this here. And then that is it. So I am super excited about this. Like I said, I don't really have much to set it up right now. Only maybe like my Notiq cover. Let me just get it really quick. Okay, so I already know that I want to put this in here, and I actually want to make sure it fits, because I actually bought this cover for another planner and it ended up not fitting. So I kind of just put it on my bookshelf, and I think now it's gonna be perfect. And it is. Okay, so I love that. And I actually do have a discount code for these Notiq vegan leather covers, and that code is Steph10. But I'll go ahead and link that information down in the description box below, so you guys can save 10% off of your cover. So it just fits perfect in here. I love the color. It has the bookmark here, and I love the rose gold accent, and it looks so pretty. And like I said, I've been watching unboxing and flip throughs, but I hadn't watched like a flip through of a completed year in this planner. And so by the time I had watched those videos of a flip through, once everything was filled in, I had already ordered this and it was on the way. And I kind of started rethinking, because when I was watching those videos, this planner was actually 2, if not 3 times as big, because of kits and stickers and washi tape. And so that kind of made me rethink this whole thing. And so I'm like, okay, so maybe in my daily pages, so let's see, let's start on Monday. And so on Monday, maybe I will decorate this page, but I want these 2 pages, and then I'll decorate these 2. That way it's not as bulky at the end of the year, because I feel like once we get towards the end of the year, it'll be way too big to even like write in it or carry it or do anything with it. So then that made me rethink this whole situation, because I don't want to feel restricted or limited on the amount of stickers or washi tape that I'm able to use in my planner. Like, I know if I don't want to, I don't have to add any decoration, but I don't want to feel like I can't. Even if I wanted to, like, I can't add that. So then that's when I made another purchase. So let me go ahead and show you the second package. Okay, so with this one, I actually ended up getting the Hobonichi Techo 2022 Cousin Avec. And all that means, let's see. Let's go ahead and open her up. So again, we got this little thing. And so all that the Avec means is that this whole thing is then split up into 2 books. And so of course, one is going to be slimmer, but together they're going to be the same size as this one. But this just made so much sense. So once this is filled with stickers, if I want to add all the stickers and all the washi tape, it still will not be as big as this would be. So does that kind of make sense? I hope it does. And so this one, we have January through June, and then the second one is July through December. So I felt like this was my solution when I began to feel like I couldn't use stickers and washi tape, like I was going to be restricted and just not be able to use it how I want to use it. So this was the solution, and I'm so glad that this even exists, and it's just much slimmer than this one. This one is obviously so much thinner, so it's easier to carry around too. This is a little bit heavy already, and imagine once it has all the stickers and washi tape, how much heavier it's gonna get. So this is obviously much smaller, so it's easier to carry around too. So let's see how this one is set up. I feel like you would get, I don't know, let's just go ahead and see a quick little flip through. So the yearly overview, then we have those perpetual calendars, we have the monthlies, again, all up here, and then weeklies, and so then dailies. So I wonder if we get all that extra information back here. And look at how pretty these colors are. They're not over the top or not too bright either, so I can definitely work with that. So, oh yes, you still get this. So we get those extra pages, and this one as well too. I was thinking that maybe it wouldn't have it on this one and just on the second one. So there you go. It does have everything. So let's just quickly look at this one too. And yes, so the same thing up here, the dailies back here. And yes, oh my goodness, they ended up giving you everything on both pages. So that's pretty good. So you'll have like this timetable, your favorites. That way you could do twice as many, 200. So that's pretty good. So I love that. Actually, that's pretty nice of them. And so I'm definitely going to go with these two instead of this big one. So I'm thinking that maybe I could use this one to like try out like pens or a new way of planning if I want to play around, and then eventually transfer that over here and just have fun with this one and try it out because I already have it. So I love that. And then with these two, I ended up grabbing some extra goodies. So let's go ahead and open this up. I do have 2 pencil boards for this one. I don't know how worn they're gonna get, if at all. So I didn't mind picking up another one now. Okay, if I can get this open. I feel like it just fell apart. Okay, so yeah, look at this, so pretty. And then because the pages are so thin, you would then put this here and write on it, because I do tend to put a lot of pressure when I'm writing. That way it won't transfer on to the next page. And you could also use it as a bookmark. And I love that it's pink, of course. And then I had also picked up this gray one because gray is also one of my favorite colors. Just anything neutral is right up my alley. So I loved the pink and the gray, so I didn't mind grabbing both of these. So how pretty are these? I love them. So how does this one look? Okay, it looks so good. And I think it came with something else, so let's see. Okay, so it looks like it is a notebook. Oh, actually 2 notebooks. Okay, and they're just plain and simple. I feel like the color is different, or is it the same? Let's see. I don't know. I feel like this one is a little bit brighter than this one. This one is more like an off-white color, but this one would be great to test out and maybe do some swatches in here. That would be good. Okay, so that one is good, and this one's the same. Yes, it is. Okay, so I love this. That way I can test out this paper without having to mess anything of this up. So that is all that I picked up. I say all, and look at this. So because this was a last minute buy, I will be looking into purchasing some goodies so I can set this up the way I would want it to, because I've seen planner babes adding vellum and washi tape and covering up like these right here and like doing all kinds of pretty things. So I definitely want to do that myself and just make it that much prettier. And like I said, maybe get some tabs as well. I still don't know, so I'll probably have a plan with me before I even have a setup video with this one. But I'm just super excited to dive in and start using this as my catch-all. And I'm excited to try out this paper. It is so new, and this whole book bound situation. So I cannot wait to get started. And just hopefully I like it, and we'll just have to wait and see. So if you like this video, please consider subscribing, and don't forget to check me over on Instagram at stephanyhappilyplans. And I'll see you next time.